Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to Saral Japani YouTube channel and I am your friend Sujoy Chatterjee. Today we are going to discuss about the complete timeline for Mitsui scholarship applications for Indian students for the year 2026. So although we have posted two videos earlier on Mitsui scholarship, the first video was about the details and the application guidelines and prospectus released by Mitsui and Co for this scholarship, and the second video was how to apply, how to fill the preliminary application form, which is a Google form. So after that I received several queries, many of which I have already responded, and I have received many over on my email as well. So those also I have replied. So I thought, why not create a video and answer all the questions so everyone knows answers to all the questions. So this video will give you the complete timeline for Mitsui scholarship right from the application to the start of your undergraduate studies at a Japanese university. So let's go through these different stages of this application process one by one. The first step, or the first stage I would say, is to apply to Mitsui & Co. So this is the phase which is currently in progress, which started in mid-May and it will last until 30th of June. So 30th of June is the application deadline to submit the Mitsui scholarship application, and this is a Google form. So if you are not aware of which form it is, then you can check the description section of this video where I have provided the link. You can just click on that link and fill your application. Alternatively, you may watch my earlier video as well on Mitsui scholarship in this same playlist where you will get all the details, and also you can visit Mitsui's website or their LinkedIn profile, Mitsui and Co scholarship for India 2025. There is a page, there is a post on their LinkedIn profile. So there also you will get the same Google form link where you can fill up the details and submit the application. So at high level, what are the eligibility criteria for this scholarship? You must be an Indian citizen below 21 years of age as on 1st April 2026, and you must be unmarried at that time. You should have minimum 80% marks in class 12 if you have already passed out, or in class 10 if the 12th result is still awaited. So now those who are currently in class 11 may not be eligible for application because it is mentioned in the prospectus that during the selection, during the final selection, before the final selection, your result of class 12 should be in your hand. So that means the selection process, which will start in July and will be completed by September. So before that, you should have your class 10 result. That means students who have graduated, who have passed class 12 in 2025 are only eligible for application. But class 11 students may also, like right now who are in class 12 and we will be when will be appearing in class 12 exam next year, may also take a chance and apply. Just see if they select your application, then it's well and good. Otherwise, those who have passed out this year are eligible for application. JLPT N3 certification is what they are looking for, and they have also mentioned that even if you have JLPT N4 and you are preparing for N3 certification, those students may also apply. They have not mentioned anything about N5, but I would suggest if you have JLPT N5 certification, then you also can try your luck. Who knows, if they do not receive enough application from N3 and N4, they may be considering N5 as well, although it's not mentioned there, but still there is no harm in applying with N5 level as well. But in case you do not have any of the JLPT certifications, then I don't think there is any need to apply, because the application will not be shortlisted, because I'm not sure if you are aware or not, there are only two scholarships. So only two students will be getting this Mitsui scholarship for 2026. So the competition is extremely high. So unless you have Japanese proficiency, it's highly unlikely that you will get shortlisted. Now, who are eligible for apply? So if you are from the science stream with physics, chemistry, mathematics and English as your subjects, you can apply. Or if you are in the commerce stream and you have studied maths, economics, business studies and English in your higher secondary, then you can apply. Other subjects are not applicable here. That means history, geography, those are not applicable here. And the application deadline, as I said, is 30th of June. So this is the first phase of this entire process, which is until the 30th of June. Then before we go into the second phase, these are the disciplines for which they are inviting the application. That means if you are selected, then you will have to do your undergraduate studies in Japanese university in one of these branches. So there are two categories. First one is the study of sciences and engineering, that is natural sciences, and the other category is study of social sciences, business and commerce. So as you can see in the study of sciences and engineering, we have all the science related subjects and engineering related subjects: mathematics, physics, chemistry, information and computer science, biology, biophysics, biochemistry, geology, civil engineering, architecture, urban engineering, environmental engineering, mechanical engineering, precision engineering, shipbuilding and ocean engineering, aeronautics, electrical engineering, electronics, information and communication engineering, industrial engineering, factory and production management, plant management, applied chemistry, chemical engineering, metallurgy, material science, agricultural engineering, forest and fishery science, agricultural chemistry, agrobiology, and food engineering. Due to course term reason, applicants are not entitled to choose medical science, pharmaceutical science, and veterinary science as field of study. And in the allowed subjects of social sciences, business and commerce, there is economic theory, economic history, economic policy, civil law, public law, political science, enterprise management, accounting, commerce and marketing, finance, insurance, industrial relations, econometrics, and international economics. So these are only the fields which can be selected. So if your background is not from these fields, then there will again be lesser chances of your selection. The second stage of this process is the selection process by Mitsui, which will take place between July and September 2025. The shortlisted applicants, shortlisted in the sense the application, the preliminary application that you have submitted through the Google form, those will be screened and shortlisted applicants will be notified in the month of July for document submission. Since the Google form based application doesn't ask any academic qualification to be entered, what this means, that means in the form they have not asked you how much percentage you have got in your class 10 or class 12, or there is no quantitative question asked about your academic performance so far. So what might happen, it is guessed that the preliminary selection will be done based on the JLPT certification information that you have provided, because they have asked whether you have JLPT N3 or not. So that should be the first criteria for your shortlisting from the applications that they might have received. And also there is a question about why do you want to go to Japan and why do you want this scholarship, something like that. There was one question. So the motivation to go to Japan. So that answer is uh, also get some weightage in the selection process, but more JLPT certification. So based on this, they will be shortlisting the candidates for document submission. So they will be contacting directly. There will not be any public notification after that, and they will be contacting the selected or shortlisted candidates one to one through email. The documents that you will be required at that time, if shortlisted, will be the transcripts of class 10 and 12, Japanese proficiency certificate, that is JLPT certificate, your passport size photograph, health certificate from a doctor, and Indian citizen ID proof, for example, the Aadhaar card. So that will be mandatorily required. And outside of this, there might be some other requirements which is not yet mentioned, maybe some recommendation letters or something that may come up. And once you submit all these documents, then there will be written tests. Just like mixed scholarship, there will be written tests conducted by Mitsui and Co. And the subjects will be English, Japanese, mathematics. There will be an aptitude test, and finally there will be an interview. So this is more or less same as the mixed scholarship screening process. So all these will happen in between July and September this year. In November 2025, so in October, probably, because the earlier one was July to September. So towards the end of September or in early October, the final selected candidates will be notified that they have been selected. So two students will get selected and they will be asked to apply to Japan Student Services Organization, JASSO, for Japanese language training course. That means you will have to apply for the Japanese language training course. So for the first year of your stay in Japan, you will have to learn Japanese for the first year and nothing else. So there will be a full-time rigorous Japanese learning course for the first year, and you have to learn Japanese and you have to pass the test at the end of the course. And only upon successful completion of that course, you will be able to start your actual undergraduate course, which you have applied for. For example, your engineering or science or social science or whichever is your main field of study, that will begin from the second year of your stay in Japan. So the related details for this application towards JASSO for the Japanese language course will be provided to the selected candidates, and you may also go through the JASSO website to understand its activities and what kind of course it is. And you can check the description section of this video as well for the URL to the JASSO website. So we have come across this JASSO earlier also in this playlist when we discussed about some JASSO scholarships and all. So this is the same organization. So all this will happen in the during the month of November 2025 when you will apply to JASSO once you have been shortlisted or selected for Mitsui scholarship. Then after November 2025, you don't have anything to do until April 2026. So during this time, your passport, visa, and all those will be processed. In between November 2025 and March 2026, passport, visa, and all those things will be arranged. For visa, they will be sending you the certificate of eligibility, COE, and you have to submit that COE along with other documents to the Japanese embassy or the consulate nearest to your location in India, and you will be given a student visa. So once all those processes are done, in April 2026, the selected candidates will depart for Japan. And you will be going there and you will be studying the Japanese language course just mentioned for 1 full year at JASSO. So just imagine just only Japanese for 1 full year. So we will become an expert of Japanese, isn't it? So it's a very good opportunity if you can get that. So you will learn Japanese and your lodging during that first year. So one of our subscribers asked me what will be the lodging. So this is that information. So apart from the 145,000 Japanese yen per month, which they will be providing as living allowance, they will also give a lodging subsidy of 5,000 yen per month for your dormitory stay at JASSO. That means JASSO will arrange a dormitory for you for the first year when you are studying Japanese, and for that the money that they will be charging, you will get a subsidy of 5,000 yen per month, and for rest of the amount you will have to pay from your living allowance of 45,000 yen that they will be paying. So I hope now it is clear. So you will get a discount of 5,000 yen per month at JASSO, and the rest of the lodging cost will have to be borne from this 145,000 per month living allowance that you will be receiving. So the main thing is that from April 2026 to March 2027, you will be doing this Japanese course, during which the candidates must learn Japanese sincerely and very honestly with very hard work so that you can graduate from JASSO in March 2027. If a candidate fails to pass this course, the journey of Japan for the candidate ends there itself. So you cannot move forward with your undergraduate studies. So it is extremely important that you learn Japanese very, very sincerely, and you study that religiously, and you try to perform as better as you can. And they are giving you so much of resources, money and all, so you must take advantage of that situation, and you must learn Japanese to the best you can. Next is while you are studying the Japanese. So November 2026. So November 2026 is the period when your Japanese studies is continuing, because you started in April. It will last until March 2027. But during that period itself, in November 2026, while studying Japanese at JASSO, all candidates must appear for examination for Japanese university admission, the famous EJY test, which is held for international students. So this test is a test to assess the eligibility of international students to study in Japanese universities. So this is kind of joint entrance exam that they carry out. So you will have to apply for this EJY test in November 2026. Candidates who pass the EJU are only allowed to continue their university studies in Japan. What that means, candidates successfully completing JASSO's Japanese language training course but failing in EJU test, they will have to return back to India. The scholarship gets cancelled, but you need not refund the allowances that you received during the first year when you were studying Japanese. So that money you don't have to refund, but your scholarship, the rest of the scholarship gets cancelled, and you travel back to India, and your journey to Japan ends there. But if you are successful in EJY and also the Japanese language course, then you continue for 4 more years in Japan with your undergraduate studies. Now, what to expect in the EJU, the entrance examination, what to expect there. So there is a proper syllabus given on the JASSO website itself. So you can check there. And I have mentioned the exact URL of that EJU syllabus in the description section of this video. You can click on that URL and you can visit the page and look at the syllabus. So since this is a very broad subject, EJU, I will prepare a separate video dedicated only to EJU, that is examination for Japanese university admission. There are several aspects to it. There are several subjects, which one to select, which one not, and several other rules and factors. So including everything, I will prepare a complete video on the EJU uh, shortly. So, but for now, you can visit the JASSO website and get some information there. April 2027. So now March 2027, you are graduating from the JASSO's 1-year Japanese course. So candidates successfully completing JASSO's 1-year Japanese language training from April 2026 to March 2027, and also successfully clearing the EJU test held in November 2026 will get enrolled at a Japanese university of their choice for their 4-year bachelor degree course, that is undergraduate course, which begins in April 2027 and ends in March 2031. That is 4-year course. It begins in April 2027. And this time from the second year till the 5th year, so there are total 5 years, right? So first year is Japanese, and from second to 5th year, your actual field of study. So from the second year until the end of your study, you will get 145,000 yen per month, as you were getting in the first year as well, as the monthly living allowance. And apart from that, you will get 25,000 yen per month to arrange your stay during your university study from second year to 5th year. That means the dormitory that JASSO had arranged for you for the first year of stay is no longer available for the rest of the 4 years. For rest of the 4 years, you have to arrange your own accommodation, although the university will provide you all the information about your living in Japan. So that will not be a problem. But the main thing is that you will have to arrange the accommodation. You will have to select the accommodation by yourself, and Mitsui will additionally provide you 25,000 year 25,000 yen per month for your accommodation. So this will be above the 145,000 that they are giving you for living allowance. So that means 145 plus 25,000. That means total 170,000 yen per month you are getting. It's a hell lot of money and absolutely excellent scholarship. But again, because of that, since there are only two scholarships per year, it is extremely, extremely, extremely competitive. Students graduate in 2027 and a beautiful career waits for him or her. So this is the complete cycle of a Mitsui scholarship application, and I hope I could answer most of your questions that you have been asking me over and over again. And if we now go back to the first step, which is the current stage, because May to June 2025, which is the current phase. So right now, your main aim is to submit the application if you have not yet done. But remember, only if you have a JLPT certification, it could be N3, it could be N4, and even if you have N5, although it is they did not mention anything about N5, even if you have N5, please submit. Let's see if you are lucky enough, then you may get a call for that. And minimum 80% marks will be required. So if you have less than 80% mark, then there is no need to apply. And keep a note of the subjects which are permitted. Uh, and also this slide where the subjects are mentioned. So keep a look at that. So once you are done with this, then we will wait until the 30th of June, and probably in July, when the shortlisted applicants are notified of their selection, then that will be followed by the document submission and the written tests and the interview, just like mixed scholarship. So we will take it from there at that time. So that's all for now, friends. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do so. The channel is Saral Japani, where we talk about Japan and the Japanese language. And the address is youtube.com/@saraljapani. Now you can reach me also on email. My email ID is saraljapani@gmail.com. SARALJAPANI@gmail.com. You can send any of your, if you have any questions about Japanese language learning or regarding any university admission and scholarship related questions, you can send it to me and I will try my best to provide you authentic information. So thanks for watching this video. See you again later. Goodbye.